Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Bobby Ward. Welcome to another episode of I Am Fun. And it's interesting to me when I do that introduction. I think about, should I do it differently? Should I be consistent? Should I change it up? I love the process of development, trying to see what works better. And in the process of development, you're constantly running into mistakes. And what's important is that you make sure that when those mistakes happen, that is intentional. Because if you go through life not ever realizing and understanding what mistakes are, you're bound to make them. So what's important really in life is that you understand that mistakes do happen, and what's most important is that you recognize that a mistake has been made. And you ask yourself, what's a mistake? What's a mistake other than sounding like something that's delicious? A mistake could be perceived as something done perhaps unintentionally, or something done just because, and then realizing maybe it wasn't the best decision. You can never take back the moments that have already happened. It's impossible. If anybody could, they'd be the most important person in the world. So understand that you can't take back time that's already happened. Only thing that you can control is what you do right now. And what I'm doing right now with you is talking through my hearts and my feelings, like just pure, this is what I believe. And it's constantly organic. It's always changing. It's always evolving. Just because I say something once doesn't mean it's like some blanket statement that is like, is for all forever. I am not the Lord. I'm just a young man going through life, enjoying the process of learning how everything works, what my capabilities are. I'm developing an ability to talk freely, which is what I'm doing with you right now. There is no script right now. I had no intention of talking about mistake. It just came out, and besides being delicious, it's all of those things. And what's important is we analyze those mistakes and try to put in a better effort to try to make sure that those mistakes don't happen again. And guess what? Even if you do put in a plan, those mistakes are going to happen again. Most likely they're going to happen again. Life is difficult like that sometimes. And sometimes there's temptation out in the world. Constant temptation out there in the world. And we have to be stronger and be more disciplined, have more respect, focus more on our character. Turn off the lights, see nothing, focus on character. But anyway, I can't help but when I'm trying to focus on my own individual character, it's like, what things could I do to improve on myself? I want to get better. I'm excited that every day that I wake up is another day that I get to learn something new, that I get to try something new, to go somewhere new, to take a picture or a video of something else, to capture it forever, and perhaps edit it in a way where maybe you can feel a little bit of what I did when I was there. And what I feel is best for me is to make sure that I have a little bit of fun every day. Some days more than others. Some days a ton. And some days it seems like almost none. But when I recognize that I need to remember to focus on my character and try to become a better person, a better individual, and in my case, a better man. And I truly believe that part of me being a better man is directly associated with my overall health. You know, how is my mind? How is my body? And what I'm understanding even more, how is my soul? If you don't quite understand that, don't get turned away. Just call it your conscience. Whatever you call that voice that you hear inside your head. Once again, we are at that intersection. For those of you who watched yesterday. And once again, there's a lot going on. It's amazing to see what these men are able to do. And when I say men, it's because literally they're all men. But they're getting these new sidewalks in so people can walk on them again and run on them again. And they have it set up so traffic can keep going. It's amazing. Be careful though when you're driving. Always be cautious. I would recommend that, you know, we're all guilty of it, including myself. We're all guilty of it, including myself. Let me say it one more time, just in case you didn't hear. We are all guilty, including myself, of at some point or another touching, using, holding, typing, talking, doing something with our phones. Technically, I'm doing something with my phone right now, but I am hands-free. And if you can be in a way that your car or your phone allows you to be hands-free, let's get more on that path. I know you just look around you when you're driving. You can see all the people who are staring down at their laps, and it's just the way things are becoming. But sometimes other people are not safe drivers, and that little bit of a moment when you are looking down at your phone could be the difference between someone, you know, being able to wake up tomorrow and continue having a more joyful, a better, more inspiring, more motivating, more respectful, a life full of courage, dignity. There's so many things you could, you know, there's so many things, but nonetheless. Oh yeah, by the way, the wrist is feeling pretty good. I played 5 games yesterday. We won 4 in a row. We lost the 5th, but just gonna say it. I wasn't trying to shoot a lot. I definitely felt a little bit of difference in my shot. In those 5 games, I think I made like 3 baskets. Going to each game going to blah, blah, blah. What were we playing to? There's a shot clock half the time. A lot of traffic. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Anyways, we played 5 games, won 4, lost the last one. My cardio, I wasn't sure how it was going to feel when I was warming up. I was feeling a little bit winded and stuff, but it's just normal. It's like I don't move like that on a normal basis. That's normal. You know, you got to remember to stay focused, keep taking deep breaths. But at the end of those 5 games, I felt great. I think I could have played another 3, 4, 5 games, you know. I don't want to overplay myself and take a chance of getting hurt. But nonetheless, my cardio felt good. I was happy about that. With that being said, I was cautious about playing defense. I didn't really want to match up on anyone who's going to be too physical because I just didn't want to be bumping hands and take a chance of my wrist getting hit back. So I played smart. I played well. I'm happy about it. I'm going to keep taking it easy, but I'm on my way to the gym right now. I'm almost actually there. I think I'm going to do a little bit of calisthenics, and I might pick up some iron and then like move it around and then try to quietly put it back where I got it. I heard some people like to do that, so I'm going to give it a try. No, I'm just kidding, but I haven't really lifted weights other than some dumbbells, some 25-pound dumbbells. I've been doing a lot of push-ups and pull-ups and dumbbells, and to a certain extent, I feel like I'm kind of slacking on that. My numbers should be much higher. So I'm going to get a good workout in. I'm going to see if by being at the gym it helps, you know, and maybe sometimes changing the environment can add to your motivation to do something. You know, sometimes when you're at home, you're kind of in relax mode, which is why I would encourage anybody to have like set up rooms for specific purpose. But anyways, I'm gonna throw my gloves on so I have some good grip, and maybe hang from some bars and pull myself up. See how many times I can push myself off the ground, and then I don't know, I might hit some of the machines just to get lightly in it. And the one thing I don't want to do is try to crush some heavy weights. I have lifted heavy before. I've played football on many levels and lifted a lot of weights, and I weighed a lot more, and realistically I was a lot more physically strong weightlifting wise than I am now. But if I were to fight him, I'd whoop his ass. Anyways, beyond that point, I'm gonna go in there, work out, and get the blood flowing. I like to kind of work fast. Some people kind of like to go hard and pause. I like to kind of just keep going. I like to get the heart rate going, and where it's kind of a cardiovascular workout at the same time. Just get feeling good, feeling loose. And with that said, I'm gonna let you guys go. I appreciate you listening. I'm just realizing I should probably encourage people, subscribe. I think there's like a red button down there. You can hit subscribe. If you really want to be notified when I'm doing any of these videos, I think there's like a bell, and you can click that too. But leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this. If you're watching this at all and there's anything about this that you have any opinion about, leave a comment. Just drop a little comment. And I'd love to see what you have to say, and I'd love to respond to you and start to build almost like a relationship, a group, a family, just people of like-minded interest who want to talk about things. And I'm trying to talk about things that I think are fun. Fitness, understanding, nutrition. The topics could be limitless. I'd love to hear some of the fitness things that you do. I'd love to hear some things about your nutrition. And if you have a strong opinion about anything based on your understanding and you want to share it, let's talk about it. But with that being said, thank you for listening. This is your host, Bobby Ward. I am fun. Are you? I'm gonna have to work on the glasses thing.